I'm not an expert yet at cooking. I'm definitely not an expert yet on all things regarding finance. But I know that a lot of experts are saying we're heading towards a huge storm. A storm like we've never seen before. But it's not a storm like this one. We're talking about a financial storm. Some experts say that what is about to come our way will leave scars in families and bank accounts for decades. If they're right, then I gotta find out now more than ever what items are actually worth making at home and which ones are worth just buying at the store. Because I found out after the video from making cheese at home, that would have been cheaper to just buy at the store. Turns out making cheese at home is more expensive, at least here where I live in Canada. So that's what we're gonna do. And in this episode, we're gonna look into an item that actually I'm addicted to. And that's a problem because my addiction might be costing us more than it should. So I must answer the question for myself and for my family's bank account. Is this item cheaper to make at home than to buy at the store? So without further ado, step one. That was way harder than I thought it would be. I'm literally sweating. And as soon as I'm done this video, I'm gonna turn the AC on because it is crazy hot in here. But truly the hardest part is keeping things together, and I'm talking about way more than just emulsifying. So as I was studying how to make this, the key is to just keep moving the whole time. So we begin with the egg yolks, we separate them from the white, which by the way, it's extremely difficult. Like, how do you guys do it? This was so tough. This is tough. Ah, so close. Then once we've done that, you probably did it way better than I did, and we can add our Dijon mustard. Now I'm not sure if you can use mustard, probably, I don't know. But the recipes that I was following always lean towards Dijon. Add a little bit of kick and spice. Now the mustard apparently will help to emulsify the egg yolk and the canola oil. An important note is you want to use neutral oil because then your mayo tastes like mayo and not like a crazy wild tasty oil. But if you like extra virgin olive oil with mayo, yeah, this would be a good time to use that instead. Not in my budget though, so canola oil is what I used. And the key is gently. Remember the tortillas videos? No. Gently. Oh no. Just little by little we add it and we move. And we add and we move. And we don't stop moving while we add. And you just keep going and going. Woo. And going and going. Oh, just, I'm cramping up. Get past the cramps, man. You can do it. Just get past the cramps. You can do it. Oh. I don't know when enough is enough. You know, I didn't take note of like when is enough oil, you know? Oh man. That's pretty cool. That's mayo. Oily though, but that's mayo. I think. I mean, that could be enough, but I don't know. That's mayo. I made mayonnaise. Oh, this is gonna be impossible. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh man, this is just a nightmare. At this point now, this is a nightmare. That's too much oil, maybe. I think I'm going overboard here. It's gonna break any minute. It's gonna break. I can't hold it. I can't hold it together. That's the problem. Now, you'll find that as it gets thicker, the bowl wants to get away from you. So that's when I remembered the towel trick. So get yourself some paper towel, get it nice and wet. Boom, voila. Look at that beauty. It wasn't moving anywhere. That helped out so much. Should have started with it, but you know. All right, better sooner than later. Gotta be honest though, that was super tough. Yeah, that works. Putting that oil together and keeping that thing moving, that's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. But here's where I may have made a little mistake. And I'm going to show you because I don't want you to make it as well. You see, the recipe called for 100 milliliters per 1 egg yolk. Now tell me this, when you look at this little measuring cup that I have, does that look like 100 milliliters to you? Oh no! Oh! This cup is 250 milliliters, no way! Oh man! Oh, it was supposed to be 300 milliliters of canola oil. I just put 500 milliliters.
Why are you the way that you are?
Wow. No wonder. I was like, man, 3 cups of 100 milliliters is going to be a lot. This is not 100 milliliters. It's 250. No wonder this was getting so tough. Because I'm way past it. Way past it. Oh. Anyways, it wasn't that big of a problem. I knew that I could just add 2 more egg yolks, and that was easy enough the first time. So, should be easy this second time around. Okay. Well, now that I'm there, I think it's reasonable to say I gotta add eggs. I can't just like do that. That's bad. That's so much oil. Yeah, I hate doing this. I don't know how to separate egg yolks at all. This is a mess. I'm losing so much yolk. Oh, what a gong show. What a gong show. It's truly a gong show. Anyways, after a hefty, good ab, shoulder, chest, arm, wrist workout, now I can put the lime. And now is when we get to add our lime, or like most recipes say, your lemon. But I had lime, I didn't buy lemons. They're both acidic, it should work. So just 1/2, see how it goes. Mix it in there just for a little bit. And then the salt to taste, as always. I didn't add more than a teaspoon. Mix it up. Wow. Whoo. Cool little fact that I do know is that you can actually use the egg whites, foam it up like a merengue, but then that's what you use for your chiles rellenos. So we save this for later. Time for the moment of truth. Let's find out. That's experts, I was absolutely shooketh. I did not expect this to be so stankin' good. Like,
one of the greatest things I've ever made in my life.
this is better than what I've bought at the store most of the times.
This is so stinking.
I don't know why I didn't try to make this at home before. I just thought it was so hard or it had so many steps, but no, it's simple. Very simple. This may be one of the happiest days of my life.
Yeah! This,
One of the happiest.
the lime. It's the lime. It comes through. And then the salt. Oh, man. I mean, yeah. There's 500 milliliters of canola there. But whatever. Oh, that is so good.
That is so good. Look at that.
Homemade mayo.
But let's do the math now. Let's do the math. I definitely want to make my own mayo from now on. But we're trying to survive, right? So is it actually cheaper to do it at home? Or is it cheaper to just get the jar from the store? Here's the price for this little tiny jar at the store right now, which is quite wild. So the question is, can we fit this in here? How much did we spend for this? Well, we used, by accident, 500 milliliters of the 3 liters of the canola bottle. So if we do the math in post-editing, it should be this much. We used 5 eggs. Eggs cost this much. Do the math and should have been 3 though, but that's my fault. Anyways, doesn't matter. Salt is cheap and I only used no more than a teaspoon. And truly the most expensive thing that I used per unit would be the lime, because it was, at least at the store right now, this much. But we got it in a bigger city just recently while we were doing a little day trip, and it was 90 cents instead of. Still very expensive though. The lime economy is exploding. I've been following the prices of lime since they were 25 cents per lime. And now to pay $1, that's how I know something's broken. Limes tell you the truth. Here in our home, we call it the lime economy. Moment of truth though. Making mayo is hard. The taste, whoo, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not doing like a big charade for like, ooh, YouTube. I'm addicted to mayo. I love mayo. And this mayo is one of the best mayos I've ever had in my life. It's like on par, if not maybe even better than what I buy. Maybe it's because I actually put some sweat and tears into this. But this series is not about is it easy or not to make at home. It's survival. If I want to keep learning how to cook, I gotta have money. And to have money, I gotta start saving money on groceries. So is this something that I can save on by making it at home rather than buying it at the store? Well, with the help of post-editing NAEY, how much was it to make all of this? Drum roll, please. This much. How much was this at the store? This much. So, can I fill this with this? Let's find out. Here we go. Come on. I'm using the wrong tool for this for sure. No way. I'm actually gonna fill this up. There's no way.
What? Oh, that's awesome. Wow. No way. No way, man. Can you believe that? It filled up the whole jar. That's amazing. I cannot believe that. It's full to the brim. I might not even be able to close it. Like, that's incredible. Unbelievable. Well, we know one thing for sure. What we made fills up this little jar, which cost this much. We have our answer. This is way cheaper for me to make at home than to buy at the store. So going forward, forget about buying mayo at the store. I'm always gonna make it at home now because I know I'm saving a lot of money. Did you know that actually stores, this is the sort of thing where they make most of their money. It's the small things, the condiments, the things you don't actually need to survive, but that you want. Now that I know that this is cheaper, I'm never looking back. So that makes me wonder, what else is cheaper to make at home than to buy at the store? And vice versa. Give this a try and let me know how it went for you. And if you have tips on how to make this process easier or tastier, please share them with me, because this really is one of my favorite things in my household. Back to NAEY outside.